Well, Washington, D.C. was the only place in the country that did not allow for any guns to be legally taken out of the home. That is, until a federal court struck it down as unconstitutional this summer.
Since then, the city council wrote a permit law, but it almost makes it impossible for most people to carry a gun. Now, this morning, Fox 5's D.C.'s chief investigative reporter, Emily Miller, has an update on her ongoing quest to legally carry a gun in Washington, D.C. Emily.
Well, last time I joined you guys, you saw me going down to police headquarters to get the application. But I couldn't submit it back then because there are no certified trainers for the classes. But that changed, so I did finish my application. But also when I was at the police department last time, they explained to me that I can't just get a permit because I want to defend myself in a city with high crime. Like, for example, 3 people were shot in D.C. yesterday. That's a regular danger. What I need is a special danger. So that's what I set out to do.
I need to pull my own police reports because I'm filling out my concealed carry permit application.
Any American can apply for a D.C. permit to carry a concealed handgun as long as you can prove you have a specific threat against you or a previous attack. To fill out this part of the application, the basis for a good reason to fear injury, I had to go to a police station to pull my own police reports. I have evidence of 3 sources of special danger. 1, an anonymous phone threat.
This is not a game. I've been watching.
The second, a scary letter from someone else.
This is the very first report, and that's the other one you mentioned.
Finally, my biggest fear is a specific threat from a terrorist group against all American journalists. The FBI notified all media outlets to warn reporters. I had to write a personal statement to Police Chief Kathy Lanier. Then I filled out the application. There are 20 questions to see if you are eligible. If you have any of these things, you can't apply.
I've been convicted of crime of violence, weapons offense, any other. Okay, so it's felony. Drugs, no. Insanity, no.
Most things are the same as federal law on gun ownership. You can't be a felon, drug addict, dangerously mentally ill, dishonorably discharged, subject of a protective order, domestic abuser. But some bans on carry permit eligibility are unique to D.C., like physical defect, legally blind, negligent in a gun mishap, more than 2 DUI. The first time I went to police headquarters, they said I couldn't apply yet. No trainers have been certified to teach the 18 hours of mandatory classes.
Fortunately, I think they're still setting up the classes for that.
But I kept calling, and finally they said I could apply if I check off this box, promising I'll take the classes within 45 days if I'm approved. Application complete.
Well, I'm here at police headquarters to drop off my application. I filled it out. I got my documentation, my special dangers, 2 forms of ID, and my firearms registration card. Now, you're not going to see what goes on in there because Police Chief Kathy Lanier created a brand new policy a couple weeks ago saying no more cameras in the registration office.
What you couldn't see while I was inside the registry office, the staff went through this checklist to be sure I had completed everything. Then I paid $75.
Okay, well, I dropped off my application in the permit office. I paid $75. It's non-refundable. I asked what happens now. They said, now you wait, because somewhere upstairs, Police Chief Kathy Lanier has 90 days to decide whether or not I get a gun carry permit.
Well, so far the police say they've gotten only 47 applications for carry permits, and 2 have been approved. But think about that. Those 2 people are the very first people in history to legally carry guns in D.C., and of course, their names are private. Meanwhile, D.C.'s whole new licensing scheme is being challenged in federal court. The city just responded to a challenge that the new law is still unconstitutional and that the city should be held in contempt of court for writing it. Judge Frederick Scullin will decide on that matter soon. Back to you guys.
Wow, groundbreaking there. Emily Miller, thank you for that. We'll keep track.
It's good to know you can check a box that says whether you're insane or not, because that's what you need, some honesty with the insanity.
Yeah, we'll have to see at the end of her 90-day wait period what happens.
Yep.